Hi, I'm Alobo Naga and I am the vocalist of the band Alobo Naga and the band.
Hi, I'm Sumika. I'm paternity.
Hello, I'm Fung and I'm the bassist.
Hi, I'm Akum Jams and I play guitar.
Hi, this is Meibonlung, the drummer.
I started music very early. By the age of 8, I was performing, and by the age of 12, I was writing my own song. I formed a band very young. When I was like 13, I was touring the Northeast and all. I finished my studies, everything. And right after that, I thought that I have to be in the music because this is where I believe. So I left my job and I went into music full time. And there was a competition that time, East India. So I went there and fortunately I was among there were around 40 to 50 contestant participants and I won the competition. And that's where I met my manager, Pritish Chakravarti. And that's how I started taking music more seriously. Then I came back home and I released my first album that was called Road of a Thousand Dreams.
I started playing the guitar since I was 12 years old. I played in different bands as a guitarist. I was a rhythm guitarist actually. And it was in the year 2006, we had a band. And suddenly our bassist got sick. So I was a guitar player there. I shifted to bass. And since 2006 I've been playing bass.
So when I was having my first my solo concert, I wanted to pick the best musician. So I was looking around and the guitarist Akum Jams was playing in a band called Melodrama. The band won Channel V Campus Rock Icon also. So he was there, so I invited him to play for me. And the bassist Fung Walling was playing in a band called Blended for him, one of the best gospel band in Nagaland. I invited him and the drummer was one of a young guy, he was playing with me from before. So we were playing together and then that's how they came and then we started performing and that's how we got stick to it and still I'm with them till today. All the songs that we write and we compose are something to deal with the society, something that is happening in our life. It's all about us, the songs. And the music-wise, we call ourselves contemporary progressive rock band. So our music is some people call us alternative also. Even the other day I read in some magazine, they call us alternative pop, okay? But we are okay with all the stuff. And the only thing that we stick to it is we stick with the melody line. We try to keep a very simple tune, a simple melody so that it'll be very catchy. But at the end of the day, we play a lot with the technical stuff. Maybe it's the drumming, it's the guitaring, maybe bass and the turntables. All the musicians will understand. All the music, technically, every song is different from, you'll never see the riff, the same note in any of the song. So every song is totally different, technically speaking. But the other thing is we try to stick with the melody line. We keep it simple, popish, at the same time very commercial. We started with a single, the band we thought just want to experiment some music, so we went to the studio and we wrote a song about the end of the world. I was watching the movie 2012 and it talks about the end of the world. So I went back home that night and I was like, what if the world comes to an end tonight? What will happen to me? Am I ready to face it? So this song was all about that and we released the MP3 and YouTube and Facebook and all and we got a very good response. So this is one of the song, The End. The end is getting closer, closer than we imagine. Everything is changing now. Don't you think the world's going to end? But I say, hey, hey, What are you waiting for? What the world got you, and then do you think you're ready tonight? But I said, hey, hey, I'm not afraid to face the change, 'cause I know that I got the salvation of Christ in me. Talakipe setaloka Buta pucham lori mena chitoi Iti miko vakasala onaka Memidi echikchi With a cube back kumsujulo Nagam di kim yikile khayri Bakuna ningu dalo ki je vais sukia Que la kishi passe non ushini kumsujulo This is a song from my first album, Kumsujulo. So the band, we have been improvising it, and then my song was very popish, so we made it a bit element of slow rock and yeah. And we're singing that. That is like from our this thing, one of the dialects from Nagas. We have a lot of dialects. So that song talks about the Nagas, how to come and live as one, the unity, the peace, all the stuff.
Your hideaways, never surrender your dreams. Constantly work hard and pray towards your goal and your dreams. Believe in yourself, always be truthful. Take time and don't look back. Every step you take will bring you closer to your dreams. And sing the victory song.
I got a call from my manager. He said like, we have to make music video for the International Short Film Festival, Painted Dream and all. So we said, okay, fine. So he said like, write a song about a man who is running for a dream, who wants to achieve a dream. So that was totally my story. So when I wrote that song, it was totally, I was writing about myself, about believing myself, about like not being afraid to dream, to live the dream. So I wrote that and I gave the storyline to Pritish, and Pritish came up with the concept of the video. So we went to Guwahati and we shot the video just in one day, and we came back, and fortunately the VH1 people liked the video, and it was aired in VH1 maybe August 15 last year, 2011. Then the next moment was like, we were just checking it out, and the VH1 International Top 10 chart, and our song was there with like bands like Maroon 5 and Lady Gaga, the bands, the singers whom we idolize and we look up to, and we were like, wow, and we couldn't even believe ourselves. But then that experience really humbled us, and it motivates us to work harder. Life has been a bit different, I should say, because like those days nobody knows us, but maybe not outside, but in Nagaland we are kind of household name. And one thing I'm really grateful is like we gave hope to many musicians out here. People started looking at us and they're like, if they can do it, we can do it also. And that hope we gave it, and now I see that like many musicians are coming up even out here. Those days nobody even think about making a music video. Now all the bands, all the musicians, they want to release an album, they want to make a video, and they want to post. So like indirectly we help in the growth of the music scene. And talking about the tours, that's one of the best things happening in our life. We've been touring and going different places, meeting different people, sharing our music, sharing our dream. It has been an amazing experience, and those days we never, like, we look at people giving autograph, and now like people coming and asking autograph to us. That was a sudden blow to us also. At first, like, we feel shy to give autograph, but now like things are getting better and we're getting used to it. Yeah.
Every night, every day, every single moment, I'm thinking about you. Every word that I say, I'm talking about your love.
We play a certain song everywhere we go. The song is called High Like Us. The song talks about getting high on music. The song says like, you don't need to get high. I mean, you don't need to be on drugs or booze, alcohol or smoking or maybe sex to get high. But then you can still get high with music, with good music. And every time we perform, we sing that song, we spread the message. And yeah, we always get a good response from the audience for that song.
Oh Jesus, I'm madly in love with you.
The collaboration with this like the brands and endorsement and all, it really motivates us, because like we have this feeling that we are now responsible. We are not doing for ourselves, but there are people, especially the young kids, young artists, they look up on us. So in fact, our life is like very scary right now, because like we can't afford to do mistakes right now, and it helps us also to be better. We try to strive to be better. Whatever we do, we always have this feeling that like people are looking at us, we are responsible for the life of young people, the young musicians. So it really helps us, and yeah, this is the reason also why we work so hard and where we are today.
Oh Jesus, I'm madly in love with you.
I've been telling all the musicians, like, we are very blessed with this generation that we have with the technology and the internet. And ArtistAloud.com is one of the blessings in our life. We came across that, and they are distributing our music. I think they are the only one distributing our music online. So anybody out there, you want to buy our music, that's the website you should go. And it helped us a lot in distributing and sharing our music to wider audience and even international audience and all. So it's been a blessing being associated with ArtistAloud.com.
Oh Jesus, I'm madly in love with you. I can't live without
Hi, we are Lucid Recess. I'm Amitabh, I'm the vocalist and bassist of the band.
I'm Siddharth, I'm the guitarist.
Hi, I'm Partha. I play the drums.
Our first performance was in Assam Engineering College. It was actually a friend of ours who wanted to sing very badly. He invited us and he had a drummer friend, so he called us up that let's play together for the show. We were, yeah, okay, no problem. So he sang a song and we played 2 covers and 2 originals, I think, at that show. We were really nervous because it was our first show we ever did. We got the first runner-up prize also. Actually, it went better than we expected. So later on, then that motivated us to keep on doing.
Every day we close our eyes, pretend to live in a fallen world. Every day we keep ourselves away from what might cause us pain.
We started in 2004. It was my brother Siddharth, me, and then drummer Satyam. We basically formed to participate in an engineering college festival at that time. Our drummer was then Tanmay Rai Chaudhary. So we played together for the next couple of years. We were the first band around here to follow the only original policy. Initially it wasn't very popular among the crowds, singing all originals, but later on people got to appreciate, and now almost all the bands here, they play all original sets.
Every time I try to fly, I always end up wasting time, barely getting by. It's alright. Listen to them old man say, some things can never be done. Life's a little far too grey. It's alright.
When we were very young, we used to listen to a lot of classic rock and glam metal and all that. And then we had a phase where we used to listen to a lot of progressive metal. Then eventually, when we started writing songs and making more and more music, our music started taking a form, and we started being more comfortable with this genre that we finally stuck to, alternative metal and rock. So this is what our music is.
For the joy and glory, you will see, my friend, how it turns you around in every step.
It actually stayed like that through our first 2 albums, Carved and Engraved Edition. The genre-wise, it stayed pretty much the same with slight differences. But for our new album, we're taking slightly different approach. We are incorporating new elements within our genre and putting progressive elements into it and doing things that we weren't very keen on doing before. It's kind of an evolution for us as a band and for our music, and most importantly for us as musicians.
Set aside a goal for the brave to follow. Try to build a fortress with those who follow that goal. Maybe it's an answer.
We don't have any strict rule that we follow while songwriting. We always come up with music or sometimes good lyrics, and then we go on from there. A lot of our songs were based on a lot of social issues, like the song Maze. It was written about AIDS.
Why is it all my horizons are suddenly breaking and falling apart? Lost in the maze of confusion, denial, resentment to the table when they save me now.
The song ended, we know it was about global warming. And then there was a song called Does It Matter?
Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel all down? Does it make you a believer?
It was actually a sort of an inspirational song. Painstaking obsession, it was related to drug use, how it affects your life, and the path that it leads you to.
Is this the pain that cuts through my head inside and flows through my veins? I
After we released Painstaking Obsession, this guy Ruben Isaac, who used to study in Surrey University, UK, contacted us, and he really liked the song, and he asked us if we could make a video for that song. And we were really thrilled, so we gave him a go ahead, and a few weeks later he did made a video. He came up with the story and the whole concept for the video based on the theme of the song. We were really happy that he made it for us.
Let me find a way to stop this rolling and losing control. Before it takes me, I must find a way to end it all. Look at the sun and face it through. Try not to close my eyes. Finally found the strength to leave it all behind.
We started working for our second album. Actually, we have a song called The Tribe. We were writing this song, playing around, and then it turned out to be quite good. We hadn't planned for a second album, but after we finished writing that song, we got so excited to release it that we think it's best if we start working on our second album now, and we can release this song as the first single and with our second album.
I've fallen down to unfold the unknown to us. They exist for them, we're God. It's all in place, yet so distant. Centuries have passed, time left them behind.
This song, it's quite different from our first album. It's less angrier, and the lyrics are based mostly on personal things, about life. Mostly personal experiences and personal point of view, and not much on social issues as it did on our first album. So from that end, we got some really great reviews for this album, even from a few magazines from UK and outside of India. RSJ voted this album as the top 3 album of 2010. For our second album, Engraved Invitation, we've actually associated with ArtistAloud.com for digital release. So it's now available on their website and for mobile as well. This song is actually the theme song for second International Guwahati Short Film Festival. Our friend Pritish Chakrabarti, who is associated with this festival, so he approached us and invited us if we'd like to write the theme song for this song, and we were really thrilled at the opportunity. So we came up with this song, Changes Our Soul.
Production has a product called Guwahati International Short Film Festival. The main motive is to promote filmmakers, to provide a platform to all the amateur and short filmmakers from Northeast. So this year our theme was breaking myth. So I need someone popular to make that the theme song for us. So since Lucid Recess is one of the famous most popular metal bands from Northeast, and they are sustaining for it's more than 7 years now. So I approached Siddharth and Amitav, so I said, will you be able to make that song for me based on the theme of breaking it? So they said, okay.
Set aside a goal for the brave to follow. Try to build a fortress with those who follow that goal. Maybe it's an answer, maybe it's the truth.
Now the crowd even knows most of our songs, so it's really nice to play in our own city. And particularly this show called Fireball 2 we wrote the theme song for that show. So while we sang that song, everyone in the crowd was holding candles, so it looked very beautiful, and it was one of the most memorable moments for us on stage.
There are ways you could say to surrender your soul for a higher gain. It's a place for the brave and the hearts, those who fight for our land, those who keep it safe.
Our first big show, outstation gig was TGIRF in 2008. We played in Shillong with 3 of the big metal acts at that time, Undying Ink, Bhayanak Moth and Scribe. We were quite nervous, and the show went, for us it wasn't one of our best shows, but it was a good memory. And he was stiff throughout, like a robot. But we had fun, good times.
We come for a purpose, but why we live is because of this. This world may be lost, but what makes it better is someone see.
Currently we are working on our 3rd album. We have already released 2 new songs, Wireless Junkies and Changes Our Soul, and there will be around 8 or 9 more songs.
For the first 2 albums, it was more like we used to write songs at our home, then record them, and afterwards we used to jam those songs. It was always that was, but now we're doing things the other way around. We want to jam the song first, see how comfortable we are, how we can make it sound more, give a more live feel, what we can do up to full capacities. That way it's going to be quite different from our early album, and we're doing live drums this time. What Artist Aloud is doing for the independent scene is, I think, really amazing, especially with these kind of innovative shows. Like, thank God it's Rock on Friday. It's really helping independent bands like us to reach out to a wider audience and tell our stories and let them get to know us better and our music, and probably encourage them to listen to more independent music, the greater population of our country. They have this creative freedom for the artist, where the artist is free to express their music in the way they are comfortable with, without any interference, and Artist Aloud helps them take their music to the greater audience. So I think this is a really magnificent thing to do.